Hey everyone, welcome to Today is Monday, happens to be Columbus Day today, and I want to welcome to you today. I have a special guest today named Albert Corey, and he is going to share with us some Monday magic. He happens to be called the Taxman, and he knows how to show you how to pay less to the IRS. See you soon.
Hey, Miss Johnny.
Hey Albert, how are you?
Good. Say hi. We're doing one of my ninja tricks, and I'm doing a live of a live. How's that? You like that ninja trick?
I like that ninja trick. I like that. Hey, yeah, we got to do what we got to do to get the message out there, don't we?
That's right, dude.
That's right. So everyone here on Facebook Live and also YouTube. We're going to be on YouTube too. Yay!
Yes, yes.
Yay! Yay! Yes. So Albert, I want to introduce you to our listening audience.
Thank you.
Albert is known as the Tax Man. And what Albert does is I'm gonna introduce you to Albert. He specializes in assisting business owners to pay less to the IRS. Can you believe that rhymes? In almost 4 decades, his clients has received over $40 million in refunds. Can you believe that? So Albert has an interesting story, and but before we get to that, I want to. He has a question for me because I teach public speaking. That's how we met. We met in another forum about networking and public speaking, all this kind of stuff. So he has a question for me. So Albert, could you go ahead and share what your message is for me? Your question is.
Sure, Miss Johnny. I want to know how can you get on 100 stages this year?
Wow, that's a really big thing considering that we're now in October. And so do you think you could get on 100 stages by the end of this year, or 100 stages just in like a year's time?
Well, let's see here. If I do the math, so we got 90 days, right? Yes. So in 90 days, if we did one every day and we did twice, mm-hmm. We did two times a day, yes. We would go over.
Yes, you would. And that would be awesome. So it is doable. I want you to know, everybody that's listening here, it is doable to hit 100 stages in 90 days. I've known people that have done that. I personally haven't done that. It's a little too much for me. But you have to hustle, and right. You have to get people in your court helping you to find where you can speak at. And the other thing is, I want you to understand that life has changed as we know it, and stages are not necessarily a stage that you jump on that's like in front of a group of live people. That's not happening a lot right now. It is happening, but just not a lot. So you have to understand that the word stages is being used in my world, a public speaking world, is anywhere you open your mouth and there's people there. So
I agree with that.
That's really broad, and you can find all kinds of applications for that. And one of my favorite places of finding stages and finding an audience that's already built in is, number one, get on podcasts. There's lots of different ways that you can find a podcast. Now that there's, I'm starting to find where there's, we call it like libraries of podcasts that people have put up and everything. And then there's also another one of my favorite ways is meetup.com. You can go to meetup.com and find your audience, find where your ideal audience would be just by typing in keywords for your platform and what you want to do. And then Meetup will send you meetups that, by the way, meetups are now not just local meetings anymore. They've all gone online for now. I don't know if that's going to convert back again. It probably should be, because that's Meetup. How Meetup, their platform is designed so that you meet locally with local people, so that you can grow your friendships and community locally. That's what the whole thing is. So they'll probably go back to that after the pandemic's over. But right now, it's like a lot of meetings are online on Zoom or whatever, and they are, that's where your audience is. And you go in, type in the keywords, Meetup will send you meetups that you're interested in by the keywords you type in. So you type in your ideal audience interests. Like say you're a fitness expert, and you want to go to meetups that are maybe yoga meetups, or because there's online yoga meetups and or nutrition meetups. It's like anything that you want to put in there. And then Meetup will start sending you those. And then what you do is you contact the organizer, and there's a way of asking of, hey, do you invite outside speakers to come in and give some educational information and support to your members? And just send them invitations. Follow up if they don't get back to you right away. Follow up, because in the 90 days, 100 stages in 90 days, you've got to hustle, and you've got to keep following up with people, and that before so that they can see that you're hungry, that you want to come in and help them. So those are the two best ways: is get on other people's platforms, and that is two really great ways of doing that. Sound good?
Real good. Thank you.
You're welcome. So now that you, if anybody here has any more questions for Albert and I, you can just message us at, you see on the banner across the bottom, there's Albert's website. And there's also, if you have a question for me, you can text. This is my direct text line, 714-887-8101. Just text me directly right now, and I will answer your text right here live. Or you can even ask on the Facebook platform when this shows up. Sound good?
We're here.
Okay, awesome. So anyway, I have a question for Albert. And but before he answers this question, Albert, maybe you could tell us a little bit more about you, because I know you're an author and you've been around a while. So I want to, I'm going to ask you about something that you talk about frequently, and something that you've brought up, and I'm curious about what it is, and it's edumacation marketing.
That's right.
But before you answer that, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. My name is Albert Corey. I've had an accounting office in the Miami area for almost 4 decades. We've probably served, we did over 17,000 business clients and 80,000 personal returns, making sure everybody gets their best refunds so they can get their dreams.
Wow. Yes, that's important. It's like,
yeah, because what I realized after doing this, guys, is guess what? You need the big ching ching. If you're not making big money, you can't go change the world. And even people didn't realize this. I mean, where did the money come during a pandemic for people to do the food drives? People had to donate. So if you're making the money, you know what I'm saying, Johnny, right? You're out there shaking and baking, baby. You're not out there helping people when they need it, or doing the trip that you want.
Yeah.
I've traveled around. How many people can say they've traveled to Australia 9 times? Or I did this twice in 2 years in a row, where I went from Vegas, Orlando, and then I went either Australia or Lebanon, or Vegas cruise, Australia, Lebanon, or 1 year we went to Rome, all in about 35 days. So when you tell me you can do that, that's how you're playing on the biggest platforms ever, because I've done that like multiple times.
Yeah.
30 days, went to different parts of the country and in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool, Albert. Yeah. And it's like, I know there's a lot of people out there that wish they had the means to be able to maybe help better if they just had a little bit more money in their pocket.
Yep.
And use the text codes intelligently. They're there for a reason. Yeah.
See, to me, I'm not trying to sound political here, but I think it's hysteric that people are complaining about why Trump didn't pay, why did he not pay tax? You know what I said to all you people out there? I want to get his trend because I want to figure out how he's doing it, baby. So let's celebrate how not to pay. Because I don't know about you, Miss Johnny, but the last thing I know, and we're getting into the end of extensions. That, by the way, if you haven't done your returns, Johnny, I got like 10 or 15 returns still sitting in the to-do file. We've been getting returns through faxes and emails since day one. We're probably one of the few companies out there.
Yeah.
That, guess what? That during Corona, people, 95% of the tax offices were closed.
Yes.
Guess what?
Yeah.
We didn't stop. We did not stop. The only thing we did during Corona is we went from during the regular tax season, going from 9 to 8 Monday through Friday. We had to shorten the hours because of all the curfew crap. But we had more email people, more stuff coming in through instant messenger than ever before. And the best part is it wasn't even a pivot because we were doing, you're my age, John, so you're going to understand what I'm going to tell you. We were doing returns by fax machines. You put the paper, bing, 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 and the paper comes out the other way. Well, that's how long we've been doing what I used to call teletext.
Yeah.
Now it's email style. But so this wasn't even a pivot,
Yeah.
This wasn't even a pivot for us. We were rocking and rolling the whole time.
The whole time.
Dude.
I think that's just pretty smart, and because this is the way the world's operating right now. So
right.
So your company, hey, anybody out there that still need their taxes done, Albert Corey's company, and they're scrolling across the bottom, there's his website. You can get hold of him, and but now's the time. I want you to answer this education marketing.
Yes.
What is that?
That is what I call my little branding. You see, back when I started, back in the Stone Ages, guys, I didn't have any money to get started. Remember, I don't know about you, Johnny, but in 1985 when I started, there wasn't this thing called the internet, the cell phone, right? There was none of that. So you had to figure out how to go out and build. Yeah. I'll tell you the story where I would go to Office Depot, which is probably Office Depot number 3, which is right around the corner from me, where we would make the flyers at, I think they closed at 9 o'clock maybe, and we would be in there at 8 o'clock running them off. And I didn't have any money, so we would cut them by hand. They look ugly, but I still have clients. Yeah. Well, what education marketing is, and by the way, everybody, say Johnny to our Facebook Live people, see, who I'm doing a reverse, we're doing a live of a live. But education marketing is really going out and telling the world, going out and giving people tips to grow.
Yes.
Giving them tips how to save money on a tax return. What is an LLC? And never asking for at the end, oh, by the way, give me your wallet or I'm not going to tell you anything.
Right.
No, that's not how it works.
Right.
You go out there every day and you give them a tip and how to do it. And people say, well, how do you sell? It's simple. You always say, if you have any questions or comments, please leave it below or hit me up if it's a sensitive question. On Facebook, they have that little thing called Messenger in the corner.
Yeah.
A little phone button, and guess what happens, Johnny? You can call me.
Yes.
Very obtrusive.
Call me live. See me on the camera.
So let me tell you one of the craziest stories that's happening. 2 cool stories that's happened probably in the last 3 or 4 years, but this year really connected. Well, the first one was about 4 years ago where I'm on Facebook. I was on Facebook. And I won't lie to you, you go on and you do education marketing on the largest groups. You never spam, you only educate. Any question, leave it below. Well, anyway, somebody from Melbourne, Australia. Now, I don't know about you, but I live in Miami. I live like way down in the other part of the United States. Yeah. In Melbourne, Australia, because my in-laws live in Sydney, and I've been there 9 times. So I want your clients to know, if you've been to Australia 9 times, please post below. And I will tell you, let's send some gifts back, some shrimp on a Barbie to your family. But, so anyways, I'm out there doing my education marketing. The guy comes on and asks me a question. And we go, blah, blah, blah. We started talking. And obviously, I couldn't help him that day. But he says, hey, can you help my neighbor who has property in the States? Can you help them? I said, sure, no problem. Next thing you know, about 2 days later, I'm getting a call on WhatsApp. See, education marketing number 2, or part of my Ninja Profit Secrets. Johnny, use every known source to get clients, whether you use Messenger, whether you use Messenger, WhatsApp, whatever you got to do to get clients. The best part is it's free. Ain't you like the word free? Isn't that an amazing word? So anyways, I'm helping them, and the next thing you know, I'm doing their returns and helping them for 3 years in a row. Pretty cool. And one more quick story. I'll be first one to tell you. About 3 years ago, I was in a Grant Cardone 10X Ambassador group, and since then you couldn't post anything. But because every day I made a bunch of friends, and every day I'm posting blah 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 education, and guess what happens? Since California you live in California. California was shut down, no accountant, no nothing. It was like going to prison. And Colorado was shut down, like going to prison, right? But when they saw me online, they, what's up? Me doing the lives. Next thing you know, I'm getting text back to me saying, hey, Albert, are you open? Can you do my tax return? I met you at the 10X like 3 years earlier, and we've been following you. But no place is open in California. Can you do my tax returns? And what did I say, Johnny? Hello. Email Albert at 1040w2.com, and we'll knock it off for you. Next thing you know, cha-ching, to Colorado. I mean, we did them all over the country, but those are the 2 biggest ones. That stuck out of my mind. That said, hey, every place is closed, but you're open. But because of education marketing, I stuck out in their mind. When they got stuck, who did they call?
They called Albert.
They called Albert.
They did. Yeah, and that's how you get known out there is by giving and teaching and giving giving massive pieces of information that can help people. You know what else? Something else people don't get, how you can build a business like that. It's not even referral marketing. I always teach the power of free. You know that, Johnny? Yes. You know what the power of free says? That you're going to go help somebody with no intention of getting the bling bling. Okay? No agenda. No agenda. Yeah. Guess what happens a lot of the time? You don't need me today because whatever you're doing, but because I was kind, because I was helpful, because I didn't say go to PayPal before I will talk to you. Right. Guess what? They end up telling your friends and family. I got somebody, same thing, where I never did his return, but I got somebody else because because Corey was always there helping me. Answering all my questions, never saying, give me your credit card. And then I get a whole bunch of people on what I call backdoor referrals. Yeah. And that's the best kind. That is the best kind. A person, number one, has probably never used me, but because they told somebody else, and they tell somebody else that I was kind and wonderful, that I get paid. Yes. That's amazing, Albert, and that's the kind of people we hang with, isn't it, Albert? Thank you. It is. It's the kind of people we hang with and circle our lives with. So, is there one more thing? Like you have one thing that you shared with me earlier, and that you want to share with the audience, and that was how you can increase your business to achieve your dreams. Do you want to speak more about that? Yes. See, here's what happens, guys. One thing I will tell you is to achieve your dreams, okay, you got to have profits. Okay, you got to go out there. We all need eyeballs to your business. Okay, don't be afraid. I'm out there and I'm talking to people. I've been to groups and I say, hey, let's do a live together. Because if you know me well enough, it doesn't take for me much to say I'm at a Dolphin game, or I don't know if you saw me yesterday. I was at Biscayne. I was at Bayside Park walking around, and you saw the pictures of Biscayne Bay with people on jet skis and cool stuff. So what you got to do to increase your business, you got to get more eyeballs on your business. You got to go out and increase your profits. Some of increasing your profits would be, if you got a company, make sure you pay your stuff online. Because what really, really bothers me most, Johnny, is these people have a corporation open, and they don't do the renewal for the state on time,
and they get whacked.
Yeah.
Or like October 15th is coming in a couple of days.
Yeah.
You weren't smart enough just to they don't realize that March 15th under a normal year you got to do an extension, and then you get pissed at me. Oh, Albert, you didn't tell me, that if I don't file on time, it's a late fee. Well, if you were following me on social media and reading my emails, very regular customer, you would know that if you don't do the stuff on time, the government makes you do more money. And what does that mean? It's like, I had a whole video program that says how IRS gives you a paycheck. And one of them is to know the dates. And guess what? You're going to increase your profits, Johnny. And what did it cost you to pay attention on the dates, Johnny? Zero.
That's right. Yeah.
Do your stuff on time. So you don't have to pay extra money. What a concept.
Yeah. Put it in your calendar. Create reminders. Yeah.
Right. So and that's how you increase your profits. And and another thing I will tell people to increase your profits is real quick. Don't do stuff yourself. You're trying to build a business. I mean, basically the joke I will tell people, okay, I'm not a baker. Okay. I can't cook. I could be on the worst cook of America. Okay. So if you're a baker, why are you spending time doing your bookkeeping? Why you go out and hire an accountant, go get somebody to do it. So now you can go the amount of time it would take to hire somebody, an outside source, to do like the bookkeeping for you. Like say I do your entire bookkeeping for $1,000 a year. I don't know about you. That's about $100 a month. Yeah. Last thing I know, that same 3 hours of 10 hours a week, you can go out and convert and make more money. Yeah. Or you can work on your business, not in your business. And most people, I'll go quick, but that's why you're not taking your stuff to the next level.
Yes.
Because you got to get people to, to help you to do, you're an expert. Well, get somebody else who can help you and do it for you so you can go do better.
That's right. Stay in your zone of genius.
Stay in your lane, baby. Don't go out of your lane.
Yeah. That's a great advice, Albert. I don't know how to support that anymore, but you said it straight up, and that's the best way. This is the best money magic I have ever heard from one of my guests. So this is awesome. So Albert, you have a gift for people, and how can people get a hold of you to get this gift?
Okay. First of all, I got awesome. Can I bring all my cool gifts out so I can show you?
Yeah.
I'm like Santa Claus, except my Santa Claus makes sure you get money. You like money. Well, see, part of the gifts is you're going to get, that's right, because cool, this isn't Zoom, so you actually can see my stuff. We're going to send you, when you text the word Taxman to 714-887-8101, 714-887-8101. And I'm going to tell you something funny in a minute why the earth aligned with us to make you laugh. Okay, so now you're going to get my 30 top business deductions that save my clients millions of dollars. And the second thing is you're going to get a review copy of my book, The Art of Perception. Now, what's pretty cool about my book here, it's pretty awesome because it documents my journey from somebody who graduated from the University of South Florida, couldn't find a job, so started working in his mom's motel. Remember, this was 1982, guys. There was no corona, no excuses. Okay, to building 7-figure income, traveling the world on the Business Expo circuit, which I would have been this year, but now I'm on the digital platforms. And it shows you why perception means is when you get the right email, the right corporation name, okay, you're going to start separating yourself from the crowd. So you could be the homeless guy on the corner, Johnny, and if by separating your stuff out, you're going to make more money. Got it? And you're going to achieve your dreams because I call it you're separating. Because the average person, and mind you, I do plenty of small business people, and I try to tell them, they're trying to sell $1 million condo, on Miami Beach, South Beach. You know, y'all know where South Beach is, right? Okay, right?
Yeah.
And they'll sell it to like, now Johnny, I'm not mean to be picking on you. It's like Johnny sells houses on Miami Beach at Yahoo. And I'm saying to myself, really? You're trying to compete with Keller Williams, Caldwell Banker, Sophie Tell, some of these big boys. You know, why don't you leverage yourself out, which is not going to cost you a whole lot of money? So at least you might be homeless, but at least you're playing on the same playing, at least, sorry, the world's going to see you on the same playing field. You understand, Johnny? As the big dogs. And you could be homeless living in, I mean, hell, I started working in my mom's bedroom and, you know, I didn't do too well. I didn't do too bad in life, but because we played even in 1985. Know what happened when you called us? Can I tell you the story how we started?
A little bit. Tell our audience.
Okay. Well, how we started was, I mean, this is the funniest story. Sorry, what really rocked me was I was working for H&R Block one day, and I said, I'm going to go to people's houses to do tax returns. Mm-hmm. I rushed home, so excited, ran into the house, told my dad, Dad, we're going to be rich. We're going to be tax returns. And Johnny, guess what my father told me?
What?
He said, you blankety blank words I cannot tell you here. Who in the the word, that letter that comes after E is going to come to you. This is 30 minutes. But I said, you know, Dad, you're right. Nobody's going to come to Albert Corey, but everybody's going to come to Corey and Associates. And that's the name of the company now. And that's, you know, but what also happened was the next day I put a phone in my bedroom and my mom would answer the phone. Now, while I'm out working on the streets and have a whole bags of quarters, remember this was 82, no cell phones, no emails.
It's true.
Have a bag of quarters, no beepers. Okay. And I would call back. But my mom would answer, Coin Associates, can I help you? Can I speak to Albert? No, he's out in the field working with somebody. And then I would get my quarters, call him back. By the way, remember, back then there was no caller ID and there was no voicemail. So
yeah,
you had to figure it out. And today we built this, you know, my office, and, you know, we have clients all over the world. And then we did 3,800 tax returns in 39 states and 8 countries. One office.
Yeah. Yep. You really tapped into a niche that people need. That's for sure. That's for sure. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Albert. It was like you're a wealth of information, especially when it comes to these, you know, the taxes and how to help people and to help them, especially entrepreneurs. It's like you had wealth of information about how they can leverage and get the money back, you know, or not pay as much to the taxes. And yes, we all have to pay taxes a little bit here and there, but yeah, not overpay.
Oh, listen, the way I look at it, I have a saying: give Caesar what Caesar's due. I mean, listen, I'm not saying go rip everybody off, but you know, another my next big peeve. I know you're trying to sign up. You know what my next big peeve is? People who have businesses that are doing TurboTax. You know what TurboTax is? Yes. TurboTax or any of those online programs that, you know what I don't like about TurboTax? Even if you're doing, you know, a 1040 easy, you know what? Take a guess to one reason why. Nobody ever gets the reason why.
I have no idea why.
Because it doesn't talk to you. So if you get stuck, type in the thing, blah, 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 it goes through the thing. Oh, well, I guess my online thing is going out, but it's okay. So see, this is online. This is live TV for me. So going through my cell phone, this is a real office here. If you can see, this is my actual office in Hialeah, Florida. All right. So that's my little spiel for today.
Thank you so much, Albert. It was very, very informational and very heartfelt and very supportive. Thank you. Thank you for your education.
Thank you. No problem. That's what we're here for.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for listening and watching, and we'll see you soon. I'll have another interview ready for you in a couple of days. Take care. Thank you, Albert.